The Snow White remake is looking to be a perfect storm for Disney, a combination of terrible public perception, creative bankruptcy, and horrible writing, which has resulted in a disastrous 3-day opening. The film pulled in just $43 million domestically, with another $44 million in the international markets, totaling a mere $87 million worldwide. To give you some perspective, the recent Captain America film released to a much stronger opening 4-day weekend, a film that struggled to hit the $400 million mark throughout its entire run and can't be classed as a success. Those numbers paint a bleak picture for the future of the Snow White movie. The probable failure of this film has been blamed on multiple issues. From the very start, there was criticism over the casting of Rachel Zegler, who is of Colombian descent, with regard to the original Brothers Grimm fairy tale describing Snow White as having skin as white as snow, with the diverse casting being described as woke. Another big reason is the public perception around the main stars, Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. Rachel Zegler repeatedly stirred up controversy through the lead up to the film, like attacking the premise of the original, calling it outdated and weird.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
The controversy got even worse after she publicly attacked Donald Trump and his supporters after his election victory, saying that they should never know peace. Everyone is of course entitled to their opinion. However, basic business logic dictates that you should cater to the largest possible market in order to maximize sales. Attacking over half the country is not the right way to promote a film. Then there was the issue of the Israel and Palestine conflict, with Gal and Rachel taking opposite sides, Gal with Israel and Rachel with Palestine. This led to public backlash aimed at both of them, which didn't do the film any favours. Peter Dinklage, who has no part in the film, also stirred up controversy with his comments, calling Disney hypocritical for making a film about 7 dwarves living in a cave together. This led to the decision by Disney to remove the dwarf actors and replace them with CGI versions, along with renaming them magical creatures, a decision that didn't go over well with the dwarf community and only acted as more fuel for people to attack this film. What about the quality of the film now that it's been released? Well, it hasn't gone down well with most people. There are some positives, like Rachel Zegler's singing voice, but on the whole, the film has mostly bad reviews, with the average critic score being crap, and the audience score being even worse. The IMDb score is worse still, a mere 2 out of 10. Criticisms include the inclusion of CGI dwarves instead of real actors, and just how terrible the CGI versions look. The core story was also changed, such as removing the prince and replacing him with a bandit. You can't have a song about wanting a prince if there isn't a prince, along with how the evil queen dies, which is different to the animation. Creative bankruptcy is of course a factor, with Hollywood clearly out of ideas, and many people of the opinion that studios should be creating something new and interesting, rather than remakes of material that doesn't need to be remade, live-action versions of animated works, and lazy cash grab prequels. Based on everything that has happened during the lead up to this film and its reception upon release, it's not looking like it will be successful in making money for Disney. Could there be a sudden resurgence of interest for this film? Sure, but it's not likely, given that word of mouth will likely put a lot of prospective viewers off. In all likeliness, this film will be a financial failure for Disney. If you got this far, I want to thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you like this review, please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.